Miniwargaming Dan here from Miniwargaming.com with Matt and another epic Warmachine battle report. Up to 25 points.
Don't worry, I'm not going to sneeze.
Oh, thank you. No sneezing this time. Or the other thing that happened. Anyways. Yeah, 25 points. Cygnar versus Khador. Yeah, we're just going to fight it out. Have some fun.
Yeah, and if you want to see the other 25-point game that Dan played, check out the vault.
Cygnar versus Cygnar against like a cavalry warjack list. It was pretty intense. Good times. So anyways, let's go take a look at the armies. And here is Matt's army led by Epic Butcher himself. I've heard very nasty things, so I'm excited to see what will happen this game. He is accompanied by a Berserker and a Juggernaut, both heavy warjacks, of course, Khador, and 3 squads of Doom Reavers with 6 in each squad, and then also accompanied by Yuri the Axe. Nice solo that'll run through all the forest that we put on the terrain. For the Cygnar, we have P Striker, of course, with his Charger, Lancer, and Ironclad. We have the Black 13th, which I think is my favorite unit of the game thus far, and a big squad of 10 Long Gunners. That's 25 points. So take a look at the board. We have some obstructions. Of course, you can't go over those, or you have to just go around them. Can't see through them no matter what. We have lots of forest and a hill in the middle to make things more interesting and the game more exciting. So we roll off for deployment, and Matt does get first, but a lot of his army is in advanced deploy, and so he decides to, he's shy from the camera, so he deploys behind a tree. So just angle. I deploy all of mine. We just deployed just 10 inches from the board each. We just play until there's a caster kill. Simple, no scenario as of yet. But as we start getting into the 35-point games, I am going to start introducing scenarios to make the game a lot more interesting. At least make sure the caster's, you know, away from make sure you can't hug the board edge. Especially as for me as a ranged army, it's easier for me to hold back. So advanced deploy, all the Doom Reavers get out, as well as Yuri the Axe. And so this game, actually, we whoever fault it was, who doesn't really matter, but the Doom Reavers are actually, they cannot be targeted by spells, by magic abilities. But this game, we both forgot about that, and so they are going to be. Just heads up before you start commenting like crazy. That's just the way it is. So, Epic Butcher rolls a die for see how many focus he gets, then +1 to that, and he only rolled 1, so only 2 focus on the first turn, which is good, but his Berserker can run without focus, and his Juggernaut got the 1, but I guess he just left 1 focus so he couldn't cast any spells. Other than that, Khador turn 1's pretty simple. He's just running up, trying to keep out of line of sight to me, and slowly but ever surely closing the noose around my fragile little Cygnar necks. And yeah, continue to move up. Now luckily for Matt, he chose the good side because with the obstructions in the forest, he's able to just have a lot of line of sight blocking. So, Cygnar turn 1, give a few focus to the 2 focus to the Charger, or only 1 focus to the Charger. I'm sorry, but then Striker casts Snipe on him, and then during his activation, he activates right after the Lancer, and he goes off the Arc node, which again, normally Doom Reavers can't be targeted, but I guess I could have targeted the guys in the back, and then because I missed anyways. Anyways, it scatters 6 inches to 6, and is out of range of anything. Next, the Charger moves up, and with Snipe, he can easily be in range, the long range he does, and easily takes out 1, but he misses. Oh, he buys another attack. Goes to take out another Doom Reaver, but he needed a 7 to hit. Ironclad moves up not too far, and the Black 13th as well. Now Ryan of the Black 13th, one of the special characters, can cast an AoE cloud effect that does lots of magical damage. So he does miss, but it does scatter to the 6, and it scatters right on top of 4 Doom Reavers. So with that, Doom Reavers are not a magic damage, they're just immune to magic targeting. But either way, I did pull out a chunk of them, and the Cygnar long gunners moving back, they're afraid of the Doom Reavers running up their flank. Just trying to set up a nice gun line so when they come out of the trees, they'll be able to gun them down. But we'll see what'll happen. So, end of turn 1, again, not too much has happened, just moving up. I did actually hurt 2/3 of that squad of Doom Reavers. They're all gone, and there's that cloud effect, so they can't run in that way anymore. But the Doom Reavers do have reach, and so we'll see if they might still be able to get into combat with my jacks. But that is at the end of turn 1, so stay tuned for turn 2.
Ah, nuts. Wasn't thinking. So he failed his charge, so he's just gonna run.
Or if you fail your charge, you can choose to do something else.
Yeah, those who can't charge